300 years ago, this was the largest city on Earth. 1 million people packed into a maze of wood and paper, shoulder to shoulder. By every rule we know, a city that size drowns in its own waste. London did. Paris did. Edo didn't, a city of 1 million people that threw away almost nothing. No overflowing dumps. No mountains of refuse. Just a city that somehow ran clean. And the reason isn't the one you've probably heard. So how did a city this size make its garbage disappear? Ask around, and you'll hear one word. Mottainai, a quiet sense that it's a kind of shame to waste something still useful. It's a beautiful idea, the wider world fell in love with it. But a feeling doesn't empty a city of 1 million people, day after day, for 200 years. At the scale of a megacity, something else has to be doing the work. So what actually made Edo's waste disappear? Start with the thing nobody likes to say about garbage. In Edo, it mostly wasn't garbage. It was inventory. Almost anything you might throw out had a price on it. Old paper. Ash from your stove. A cracked pot, worn-out clothes. Even human waste. For nearly all of it, someone would pay you. By some counts, around 1,000 different recycling trades work the city. 1,000 ways to turn today's rubbish into tomorrow's raw material. Most people never bought new clothes at all, they bought them worn. When a robe was past wearing, its cloth was sold for patches, its threads saved for lamp wicks. And this wasn't charity. It wasn't really virtue either. Historians who study the period point out that Edo recycled for a plain reason. It paid to. And it had to. Japan had shut itself off from most of the world. No cheap imports. No coal or oil to burn through. When resources are scarce, waste turns into wealth. Throwing something out is throwing away money. So mottainai wasn't the cause. It was the feeling that grew up around a system where waste was worth too much to throw away. Once waste has a price, something remarkable happens. A whole economy grows up to move it. Take paper. A buyer walked door to door, purchasing your used pages by weight. He sold them to a wholesaler, who sold them to a workshop that pulped the fibers and pressed them into fresh sheets. They tore the old paper apart, boiled it down, and let it set again. The result even had a name. Konkonshi, paper with its soul returned. Ash from the cooking fire went the same way. Ash buyers collected it, ash wholesalers moved it on. Fertilizer for the fields, dye for cloth, brewing, papermaking. One ash merchant grew so rich he became a legend. Broken metal. A scrap buyer took anything, worn blades, cracked pots, copper, brass, to be melted and made again. Cracked ceramics were glued back together. Pots rebottomed. Barrels re-whooped. Umbrellas and lanterns repapered. You didn't replace things, you repaired them. For almost every repair, a specialist walked your street. Clothes had a whole chain of their own, dealers, buyers, menders. One shop sold nothing but collars and linings, so a wife could patch her family's coats for a few coins. Even reading was rented. Booklenders carried their shelves door to door, by one record, around 800 of them, serving something like 100,000 readers. And then the part that startles people most. Human waste, night soil, was one of the most valuable things a household produced. Farmers around Edo needed it to grow the food that fed Edo. They paid for it, signed contracts for it, brokers traded it. Prices climbed so high that farmers formed associations, fought over collection rights, and when the price kept rising, petitioned the government for relief. A city's waste, feeding the fields that fed the city, a loop that closed itself. Edo never really built a place to throw things away. It filled the city with people who'd pay to take them off your hands. We tend to think of the circular economy as something new, a phrase from climate summits and corporate reports. Edo was running one 400 years ago, and the pieces line up almost one-to-one. Neighborhoods grew vegetables within a few miles of the plate, what we'd now call eating local. Collect, wholesale, remake, the same chain we now call extended producer responsibility, the maker on the hook for what they make. You could even rent your clothes and tools, a sharing economy, long before the app. And the little that truly couldn't be reused, the city carted to the marshes at the bay's edge, where, over decades, the refuse itself hardened into new land. So what happened? The walls came down. Cheap chemical fertilizer arrived. Factories learned to make things faster than anyone could repair them. By 1911, Tokyo was throwing out around 800 tons of waste a day. The loop didn't break because people stopped caring. It broke because the economics changed. When waste stopped being worth money, it became garbage. And if that shape feels familiar, it should. We've seen it before. Water spread beneath the city instead of walled out. Force spread through a tower instead of resisted. Responsibility spread across a city. And here value spread across 1,000 hands until there was almost nothing left to waste. Japan is full of systems like this. So ordinary they turn invisible, so old we forgot they were ever designed. On KARAKURI, we take them apart one at a time. If you'd like to see the next one, subscribe. So the next time you throw something away, anything, try to picture it in Edo. The paper, the ash, the worn-out coat, someone there would have paid you for it. Because in the largest city on Earth, garbage hadn't been invented yet.